homegrown beef.
All right, cheers. We're on.
We're on?
We're on.
Okay, I would like to welcome all our listeners, new and old, from coast to coast and across the globe, to this, the 37th episode of Dinner with Dan. I'm Dan Gehres, your podcast host, and we're recording on Sunday, June 14th, 2026, from Dayton, Ohio's historic Five Oaks neighborhood. A solid neighborhood of two-story houses built in the early 1920s on brick streets lined with 100-year-old trees.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. A great place to raise a family.
Or not.
My house was built.
Or not.
Yeah.
And to get old. As we all know, June 14th is Flag Day. So here is a shout out to Old Glory. If you ever want a chill to go up and down your spine, travel to Fort McKinley in Baltimore, watch the film, and then as the Star Spangled Banner starts playing, the huge curtains open up to reveal a massive flag flying. I watched it 5 times in a row when I was there. It's truly awesome. And another notable event on June 14th happened in 2014 when my daughter and one-time table member married her U.S. Brig Niagara shipmate, Jake Kessler. Indeed, their time on the tall ship sailing from Erie, Pennsylvania on Lake Erie to Marquette, Michigan on Lake Superior turned into an episode of The Love Boat. So, Lily and Jake, happy 12th anniversary.
12 years.
12 years. And as we all remember, I had t-shirts made up for the after party that said, "Don't give up the party." And you guys all wore them down to the Oregon District. And despite being young, Eddie got served. Because everybody had pink shirts on, and everybody thought, well, okay, they're all cool. At the table tonight, we have regulars: Dan Whaley, Sam Braun, Dia, Paul Duncan Robinson, Kate Evans, and I think my son Eddie may be joining us. But I also have another son here, Marty,
Special guest.
who's making his second guest appearance.
Is
at
he the
table.
first? Is he the first one to be the second guest? First repeat guest.
I think so.
I think so.
Welcome. That's pretty impressive, Marty.
Yeah, big time. I've made it.
Yeah.
I wasn't here when you were there, so this is the first time we've sat at the table together.
And he is here, of course, because the Oscar-winning picture we are going to review tonight is 1955's
Marty.
Okay, so what's for dinner tonight, which we shall call the Redemption Dinner?
Okay. I tried again and made a meat lasagna that is much more edible than the first lasagna. It's good. And I made an eggplant lasagna as well. The eggplant lasagna is always very good. The meat lasagna seemed to have been my challenge lately, but I think it's very tasty tonight. I've tried it and I like it.
With meat from the Yane farm.
Oh yes, and the meat is from Yanes Plains.
There you go.
And it has no garlic in it, of course. Onions, mushrooms, peppers, and pesto with it.
Monica and Gary Yane being two people who taught Nan Whaley when she was in an all-girls Catholic school.
They are also my aunt and uncle.
Marty's aunt and uncle. So that's what we have. And then Kate, what did you make?
I made a salad that is kind of an antipasto salad with mozzarella and artichokes and olives and tomatoes and basil and lettuce and a vinaigrette. And then I have bread from Aunt Dorothy Lane
Dorothy.
Market. And that's it. Oh, and I brought a 12-pack of PBR per Dan's request.
You're my girl.
There you go.
And let the record also reflect that since this movie is heavy Italian, Kate is our resident part Italian.
That's true.
Right?
That's
Yeah.
true.
You're half Italian.
I guess I'm the one.
Yeah, you're the one.
There you go.
Okay, well, it's been 2 weeks since we've dined together. And Nan Whaley, I'll let you start off with your busy time.
Well, we missed last week because of me. I was in Long Beach, California.
The equipment.
with all the equipment, doing podcast recordings for my other podcasts, because, one can't have enough podcasts. Carry As You Climb. I did 9 recordings.
Available on Spotify.
Wherever you listen.
Wherever you listen.
I did 9 recordings of 9 different mayors while I was there, female mayors that were great. 2.5 days. I did 9 interviews. And then still had time to take in a Sublime concert and Snoop Dogg. Watching Snoop Dogg with 200 mayors, I highly recommend. Also, Snoop Dogg received the key to the city of Long Beach. He's from Long Beach.
Who were the mayors you interviewed?
I interviewed the mayor of Phoenix, Tucson, Miami, Florida, Columbia, Missouri, Alexandria, Virginia, Beaverton, Oregon, Fontana, California, Riverside, California. I'm missing one. Beaverton. Yeah, so 9 of them, but yeah. Really all diversity, Latina, African American, white ladies. It was really fun. I had a great time in Long Beach seeing some friends, really enjoyed myself. And I'm excited because I really was excited how surprised this NBA final was with the Knicks. Like, the town went crazy. Of course, I don't know any of the players, but I enjoyed reading about New York being excited about the Knicks in the New York Times. Would you like some salad, Eddie?
That'll be fine.
Here, can you put this back around there? I got this hat, New York or Nowhere, last year when we visited, and we went to a Mets game, and the Mets and the Knicks have like the same colors, and so they kind of like have this co-branding. And so this New York or Nowhere is like the brand of like finals or nowhere. And then New York, all the places are nowhere. So it was really cool. So I've enjoyed that. I mean, I like those Spurs players are young, and, I feel bad for them. But, man, the city of New York City's been on fire for this NBA. So it's been really fun to watch. And then I think those are like my big actions of the past 2 weeks since I saw you all. Just been working hard too, but that's not as exciting as Long Beach and seeing
Tell us about
Snoop Dogg.
concert.
Snoop Dogg does not dance because, he's so high. He just moves his arms like this, up and down. And the blunts were like 9 inches long. I definitely got a contact high. And they had other Long Beach rappers that I don't know, as I don't partake in rap culture. But I know Snoop Dogg, and they did it was like the story of his career, because he also was arrested for murder. So, they go through that. I don't know if you remember MTV had Kurt Loder, who was like the guy that gave them MTV News. So they had like the video of Kurt Loder talking about Snoop, not losing the, being acquitted or whatever. And then lots of women on poles with like no clothes on.
No clothes on?
I mean, they had clothes, but then they'd like widen their legs, and it was like, you can see everything there. So
your Midwestern sensibilities were just on fire.
It was a little wild, you guys. And
Well, keep in mind the audience.
Snoop,
Bunch of bears.
Snoop got the key to the city, to which Snoop got a little verklempt, and then said this should have happened years ago, which I thought was funny.
Which is pretty funny.
So that was interesting.
Probably
But
true.
the mayor of Long Beach, I mean, he put on a hell of a show for us. We went to the aquarium one night, and people bring their kids to these summer meetings. Like, the mayors bring their kids, and so you're in the aquarium, and then there are mermaids swimming with all the other things. And so the kids are like, "See, I knew mermaids were real." And had great music everywhere. And then the Sublime concert was one night. The late night was on the Queen Mary. So it was a great party, and got to see all my mayor friends, which I enjoyed a lot. I'd missed them. So yeah, so it was a really fun weekend. Long Beach is a nice city. It's a fun town. It was like 72 degrees, really nice and temperate.
Oh, yeah.
So that's what I did. Did this past weekend. Thank you for letting me take the equipment and missing one of the dinners with Dan to get that done. But that podcast, I mean, I just dropped Desiree Timms Friday, who's our state rep, and keeps on plugging along. It's good. It's a good little podcast. So, and then this weekend we had great dinners. We had dinner with Dennis Langer and Ellen Belcher, where Dennis and Sam discuss The Rest is History, their favorite podcast, because Dennis introduced that podcast to Sam. So Sam's very excited about that. They also discuss how much they love Dan Gehres coming to the judges meeting at the Medicare Lounge every month. And they love that Marty comes to visit and how nice Marty is to all the older judges, even though he doesn't have to. So that was the discussion.
Very respectful.
So they discussed that.
True.
They like, especially Dennis, this love of the Gehres family from the monthly judge races, judge meetings is like a big part of our conversation at dinners.
And we have one tomorrow.
Oh, he told me. He told us. And then we had dinner with Tori and Michael last night. And then we had a brunch with Katie and Russ Joseph this morning. So we've had gotten around to see people. It's been nice. I don't know what Sam's going to say.
I know you always take so much of what I would have.
so much time together.
Yeah, but I did have my mother and my niece visit last weekend, and that was great. We went to a couple of the splash parks in Dayton. She had a big time there. We went to the Carillon Park, saw the history there. We went to Kings Island. We had a really nice time. She's only 9, but she's gotten into steak, so we went to the Pine Club.
And the Pine Club.
Are they a sponsor yet?
The day they're a sponsor, the day it's no longer dinner with me.
Yeah. But she polished off a small fillet, so that was impressive. Yeah.
And she lived to talk about it.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
great.
Yeah, Pine Club is great.
Bill Gates ate there 2 weeks ago.
You and
Did
Marty
he really?
are the only ones that don't like it.
Well, Marty, you don't have to.
I know.
I keep telling you, Marty.
This is like medieval times. Your anger translates down to your kids, and it transferred to my children, and the children after that.
Very
Well,
strange.
You
I'll
know-
be taking Izzy to Pine Club then.
That's right. As soon as she's old enough.
Julie and Izzy will come to Pine Club.
Julie goes by
Yeah.
herself. Because I refuse to eat at that.
Yeah, we'll be
establishment.
taking the rest of them there.
They wronged my father in the 70s.
February of 1976.
To be exact.
And
2 different owners ago.
I think it was 2 or 3 owners ago.
50th anniversary. Wow.
Is the
But,
establishment still called Pine Club?
But I'm telling you, Marty, that's between me and the Pine Club, not you.
There
Okay.
you go.
So you can go.
He keeps trying to release you from this obligation.
He does this about everything. And then if I went, he'd be so disappointed.
No, I wouldn't.
Okay.
Sounds like therapy's needed
I
here.
know.
Yeah, really.
Well, all I can say, if you hear I died at Pine Club, murder.
We know it's murder.
Oh, tell about
Kidnapping
Darius.
first.
Darius.
Huh?
Kidnapping
Oh,
first.
so the other, and then the other big news on the block is that our neighbor and friend and City Commissioner Darius Beckham was married with an elopement.
There you go.
Right.
So yeah, it's what I wanted to do with Nan until her father withdrew the $10,000 he'd been offering us to elope.
We said okay, we'll do it, and then Dad's like, just kidding.
Never mind.
Just
Yeah, he didn't think we'd take him up on it.
That's funny.
Call it his bluff.
All right, Dia.
Dia.
I don't remember a lot because it's been 2 weeks, but I watched 2 other movies apart from the movie Marty. I watched Disclosure Day,
Oh,
which is
wow.
about aliens.
Yeah, was it good?
Here you go.
It's Spielberg.
It was pretty cool. I don't know if it was worth like a second watch, but it was good enough for like a first watch.
Yeah.
And I also watched Obsession, which was probably like the most uncomfortable, weird movie I've ever seen. Yeah, that was pretty bad. But yeah, other than that, I had a good time. I did some art here and there. Spent time with friends.
Wait till you watch an Academy Award winner called Silence of the Lambs. You won't sleep for a month.
What is that about?
It's
You won't sleep for a month.
about a serial killer who eats people.
And
Oh.
the hunt for
Yeah.
the serial killer.
And the
yeah.
hunt for the
Hannibal
other. Yeah,
Lecter.
that's
I see.
Buffalo Bill.
oh yeah.
Yep, that was it.
So school's over, right? So you're
Yeah.
just a lady of leisure now.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Marty, you're here.
Yay, Marty.
Marty is here. I don't know if I'm supposed to go back 2 weeks,
2 weeks, yeah.
but
Whatever you
okay,
want.
2 weeks is a lot. So what was the last weekend? We had Pride Parade, which my office walked in and marched. My child was with us. Both children were with us. So it was Vera's first Pride Parade and Izzy's third. It might be her fourth, actually. I have to go remember. Because she has not missed a Pride since she's been born. So she's been in every single Pride.
So it'd be your
since then.
fourth.
Yeah, it would be her fourth. After that, we had a great evening. Just made some dinner and some other things like that. Then this past week, Izzy started soccer on Tuesday. So she is now in soccer.
That has to be a hoot.
Oh, it's very entertaining.
Are you coaching?
No.
And you're not on the soccer court,
Okay.
right?
In fact, my wife has already declared that she is going to be the coach. She doesn't want me to coach. She wants to coach.
She played.
Good.
Yeah.
She played soccer and softball, so she wants to be the coach.
Oh, that's great.
I think that will last until she actually has to be the coach, and then's like, no, I don't want to do this. You're in.
She may prefer having a break.
Yep.
Has she seen small children play soccer before?
I don't know if she fully understands what that's going to entail.
They all just like run around the ball, right? It's like
Well, this young, they don't even run around the ball. They just kind of stand there.
They
right?
just kind of stand there. We've been practicing soccer, so she knows how to kick, but she doesn't really know what else is going on. This weekend, so we'll go to this weekend. On Friday night, we went to the Dragons game, Isabel and I, with the Mooches and the Ryan. So we saw Vince and Mary Grace, Chris, Juliet, and Kit, Isabel and I, and we got home.
No
Then we-
Rita?
No Rita. Rita had a softball tournament in Bowling Green, Kentucky.
oh my god, yeah, she's
I think
living
so.
the life. It's what you do all summer. It's a lot. It's intense.
And then yesterday, we went to a kid's birthday party. We went and got donuts. Then we went to the dump. Izzy likes going to the dump with me because
Interesting.
we go get donuts after. But she likes the dump.
Yeah. That makes
So
Oh, yeah.
dump to donuts is what it is. And then we had a birthday party yesterday for my buddy Russ and Alex's child named Daphne at the Silly Goose, which is like a coffee shop, very millennial-y, that is for children, but the parents get coffee, so it's nice. After that, we came home, and we went to bed. Today, we got up. I walked the dog, went to Kroger's with my wonderful child. She threw in goldfish and everything else in the cart that she could carry. The Siebenthaler Kroger's, I cannot go to that any longer. I have made a decision today. I can't do it.
Yeah, we had to leave it a few years
I
ago.
had to stop a few
They
years
had
ago.
2 registers open,
Yeah.
and I waited in line for 30 minutes. And if you try to wait in the line with a toddler, it's not very effective. After that, we went to Boonshoft, and now we're here. So it was pretty good, overall, pretty good weekend.
What a busy weekend.
Wow, I'm tired of listening to that.
And then this week is Julie and my's anniversary on Tuesday.
How many years?
We got married in 2018.
8 years.
8 years.
So last night, after I watched both newses, 7 and 2, I went upstairs,
You didn't watch
got in bed.
Pause 45?
No. Got upstairs, got in
Just
bed,
out.
and I
Just
like to
clear.
channel surf. And I went to hit 50, which is Discovery Channel on Spectrum, but I hit 5. And there on the TV was Marty with Izzy on his shoulders at the Pride Parade.
No, look at that.
How about that?
And she was on your shoulders waving her flag.
Aww.
So cute.
So
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if you can get a copy of that or not, but they had your whole group on it marching. I think they announced you because they were announcing everybody
Yeah.
else.
They did.
So I saw Izzy, but then I also saw Izzy and Marty Friday night because on Dayton CW they had the Dragons game on. So when the Dragons game's on TV, I text our people who are there and I say wave at me so I can record them waving. So I've got Marty and Julie and
Fun.
Mary Grace and everybody else waving.
And you know who was in front of us at the Dragons game? The governor. DeWine was there.
Oh, God.
You think you have to wave at your dad?
He wasn't the tall guy blocking out Izzy because he's
No.
tiny. He was
Yeah.
Did he see you with the scene?
He was on the first row, and everybody was like, "Is that him?" And I was like, "I think he needs to be smaller." And then he stood up, and I was like, "No, that's him. That's him."
Hilarious.
For those around the country that don't know, but tablemate Dan Whaley ran for governor against him in 2022.
Yes,
The
true.
incredible shrinking man.
The
Yes,
incredible shrinking.
very tiny man. He comes up to my hip.
And I think that's why he refused to debate you, because he was so small, he would have been intimidated.
I think
True.
I think that's
True.
Yeah, no use going up against an animal.
I would have needed 5 phone books. And they don't make them anymore.
No, you know.
That's good delivery.
Okay, Paul.
Oh, wow. This past Friday, I had a friend of mine in town with his family. They live in San Antonio, and must not be huge Spurs fans or whatnot, but they took the Cincinnati Riverboat dinner cruise, and I had never done that, and I hadn't seen him for several years.
I've done that.
Yeah, it was
It's fun. We did that with my mom and dad.
It started at 7:30, and so you got a little bit of that twilight, just because of the time of year
pretty.
we are now. And I mean, the food was fine, but it was just good to catch up. He has a couple kids that I think are like 7, 8, and 10. And apparently every Sunday they get together and they'll talk. No screens, no nothing. And because they knew they were coming here, they encouraged the kids to think of a couple questions, to ask me about my hike. And I said, well, try to come up with a question no one's ever asked me. I mean, obviously they don't know what that is, so they're trying to get creative. And one of the questions is like, was there any hiker that you didn't want to see again? And I was like, ooh.
That's a good one.
I said, no one's ever asked me that. So,
That's a good question.
Good
yeah, you win. So that was kind of fun. What else? The week prior to that, we went to a friend of ours whose son was graduating high school and will be attending University of Cincinnati in the fall. Go Bearcats! But at that party reception, there was a guy there who had hiked the trail last year also, but he's a 2-time hiker, Dan, but both northbound. So of course we did what people do in that situation.
Dan
and
just
we,
got a glimpse
I
in
know,
his
I
eye.
know. So we traded, trail stories from last year, and he had his trail name was Simple, although I didn't ask why. But he had a friend who was there, Kevin, and Kevin did a great job of asking questions of both of us and facilitating the conversation as we reminisce about last year. What else? I had lunch with Sam Braun at Old Scratch Pizza. Also had lunch with originally a friend of Sam's, roommate, and then a friend of mine, Dimitri Politis.
Demetrius and Impolitus.
Yes.
Yes.
At Double Days in Centerville.
That would be a
Also-
Greek.
Yeah.
Really great.
Oh, yeah.
Married to Zavakis.
Yeah,
They met at Greek camp.
we crossed paths at Carousel, so that's
His wife had cancer. She's doing okay?
doing okay right now.
Good.
Yeah. What else? I think I probably forgot some things, but watching some World
Yeah,
Cup.
Your citizenship status.
Oh no!
Yeah.
You might as well bring it up on
Ah.
the pod.
So I shared with Sam at lunch that I apparently I'm eligible for Canadian citizenship.
Oh, really?
Which actually probably doesn't adequately describe it because Canada back in December retroactively changed their citizenship laws by descent. So because my grandmother was born in Quebec, it appears that I'm actually considered a Canadian citizen. But I have to submit the paperwork, as would my mom be, because it's her mother, and then Mia would be eligible too. But none of us have to. We're all independent. Like we could all.
One could mix.
Yeah.
You don't have to have your mom do
Exactly.
it to do
You
it.
just have to find, as they
Just
say.
show the line.
Yeah, show the line to you, as they say, your anchor ancestor.
Did you decide to do this?
I'm waiting for a signature page for my mom, and then probably
So
submit
yes.
it. Yeah. So yes, yeah, everything's ready to go.
Canada is a great country.
Yeah. Thanks for the support. So I don't know how long that's going to take, but yeah, it's.
Wow.
I was telling Sam that it's kind of mind-boggling because I mean, it wasn't like I grew up thinking this was a possibility, and then obviously back in December Canada changed the law, and Dan's giving me a look. That's okay. Wait till he hears my opinion on Marty. But
It's okay, Dad. You know,
It's Canada.
Canada's going to be the 51st state. Haven't you listened to the president?
that's right.
And French Canadian to boot.
Well, yeah. So I told Mia that should Quebec secede one day, maybe she could be a triple citizen. Quebec, Canada, United States. So I don't know how
Is
long
Mia going to do it?
she's gonna do it. Yeah. So I don't know how long the paperwork will clear, but I don't know. We might be watching Hannibal, Silence of the Lambs by the time it happens, but we'll see.
Oh, Canada.
That's right.
So
You could come to Block Party, and when we do the opening, you could be our special
I'm gonna have
guest.
to-
You're going to have to sing.
Special
Special
Canadian
guest.
No, you're
guest.
gonna have to sing it.
Yeah, yeah.
Learn the
Into
words.
the microphone.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
I
you
know
have
the
to
words.
sing it.
He already knows.
I know.
He already
I'm the
passed
only guy
that
here
test.
that knows it.
Yeah,
Because I used to have to sing it at Circle K all the time.
yeah,
Yeah. He knows it.
yeah. I know. I know the first verse in French. So I mean,
You know it in French?
yeah.
Sing
I'm
it.
prepared. No, I'm not doing that.
Come
I'm
on.
gonna wait. I'm waiting.
Waiting till Block Party, where we start.
Polly, you broke my heart.
But I watched the Canadian Bosnia World Cup, and Alanis Morissette sang the anthem where they blend the two languages.
She's
and,
she's
I
Canadian.
was able to, sing
Also
along.
You
for
broke my heart, Polly.
Wait.
I'm not
You know
there
why?
yet.
Does this make him not your hero anymore?
Oh,
Broke my heart.
good one.
He talked about all the lunches except the one he had with me.
I had lunch with Dan. That was almost 2 weeks ago. It's my memory. Gosh darn it. Yeah.
It
so Dan-
slips.
He
Yeah.
wasn't done yet.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, he
totally
wasn't
forgot that
finished.
he spent 4.5 hours having lunch
No,
and
he
talking
wasn't.
with me.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
he
so
wasn't
Dan
done.
and I did the usual Jimmy John's. I brought Jimmy John's
He
over
was
and we chatted.
I'm just excited that you can be our special guest at the Block Party, as we are Canada
Special
at
Canadian
217.
Citizen.
We decorate our house in Canada, and then people are like, "Nan, I had no idea you're Canadian," and I'm like, "I'm not.
No.
You be Southern Indiana.
It's just random. It's just a random part of the party."
You be a Larry Bird person.
Yep, that's right.
Okay, Paul, you done?
Yeah, I'm done.
Kate?
Well, I can top none of this. I also walked in the Pride Parade 2 weekends ago with my office, for Carl Keith, the county auditor, and then I went and bought more plants for my garden, and
Nice.
I planted plants. Not all of them, because I was still planting plants this past weekend, and my sister helped me finish because I was like losing steam big time. And I've worked a lot, and
I thought we weren't allowed to talk about work.
You just have to say-
all I say is I've worked a lot.
She
If
said
they
that, so
were-
we can then say
Just
that.
say that, okay.
Worked a lot,
Perfect. Thank you.
and
Call and response.
yeah, that's really it. I haven't done much that's classified as like fun, really.
We had drinks. We had
did have
gins.
drinks
We had gins on the porch
with Nan
yesterday.
and Sam yesterday.
Oh,
My
nice.
sister.
We had so much gin.
Dogs.
We had so much gin. We had to take an Uber to the dinner
Yeah.
because we had already drank too much to drive. So we Ubered there and back, which was a very good
Probably a
decision.
good
Well,
decision.
that's very responsible.
We are responsible
So
drinkers.
how about you, Dan?
Well, as you guys know, I write things down.
Yes.
I had 4 great meals at Legacy,
Yeah.
the official
2
diner
weeks.
of Dinner with Dan. And I have written this down, even though Paul forgot it. Paul came bearing subs one afternoon, and we talked nonstop for almost 5 hours.
Do you not remember
Which is
this,
not the
Bill?
longest we have talked.
He is still
Thanks.
saying no to going southbound on the Appalachian Trail.
That was not all 5 hours of 4
But
hours.
I think what he'll do the next time is he'll go northbound, and when he gets to Maine, he'll just keep walking to Canada.
Because, yeah, he's a citizen now. He can keep on going.
Okay, so my big decision came this week when I decided that the rosebud in the backyard that was planted in 2006
Oh, the
Okay.
red bud.
in memory of my father, Wayne Gehres, who passed away that year, had to go.
Oh,
The tradition on Row Avenue used to be that when someone dies in your family, everybody would pitch in and buy a tree or another plant, and in memory of the deceased. My neighbors got a rosebud seedling from FDR's Hyde Park.
How nice.
In 20 years, it finally grew out of control, despite being trimmed 3 or 4 times. It completely enveloped all the overhead wires going into the house and also my neighbor's house, Damien's house. And during storms, I became increasingly afraid that the rubbing of the wires and the bouncing back and forth on the limbs was going to eventually take the wires down. So I had it taken down on Tuesday, but I did keep a large section of the trunk of the rosebud that I'm going to cut into 4 slices, one for each of my children in their Grandpa Gehres' memory. So
oh.
you guys are going to get that
Nice.
eventually.
I didn't know the whole thing came down. I thought you were
Big
planning on
one,
just
he
trimming it.
said.
It's gone, because it was just going to go right back into it, and it had got so out of control. So hopefully this week, I'm going to try to get a hold of a fence guy, and we'll put a new fence in. And then I'm going to get a hold of Eddie's friend, Danny Perez, who used to be one of my probation officers, who married into the Kasujis
That's
that
right.
own North Dayton Garden Center.
His wife worked for us for a period
Yeah.
of time.
And then have him come over and show us where to plant a new rosebud. Plus, I'm going to get lilacs, which was Virginia's favorite flower, because we had lilacs in our wedding, and plant them away from the new fence and away from where they get in with the wires. And then also work out some deal with an arborist? Yeah.
Arborist.
Who can come in like every other year and trim them back. These just got out of control with
Yeah.
COVID and with Virginia getting sick, and
Yeah.
I'd sit in my bedroom when it was storming and watching the wires.
Yeah, you're like, oh no, is this the night?
And, the worst thing is, you lose your telephone, you lose your cable, big deal. But it was the electrical wires.
Oh yeah.
To our house and to Damien's house. And I just thought, if that went down in a storm, we'd have to get the tree taken out.
Oh yeah.
And so, in a big storm,
Yeah, better to take care of it.
the tree guys are really busy. But anyhow, so I had that done. Then, other than having my heart broke a couple times here at the dinner table.
Way to go, Paul.
I know.
I know.
Playing the
World's tiniest
finger
violin.
violin because he couldn't play a real
I
violin.
know.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, so I think that was it.
You think?
Yeah,
You didn't miss
okay.
anything?
So tonight, we're going to move on to the
Okay.
movie.
The feature film of this
The
prodution.
feature
Feature film. And I think this is our 27th. This is the 1955 Best Oscar. It's called Marty. It won for Best Picture, and that year it was up against Love Is a Many Splendid Things, Mr. Roberts, Picnic, and The Rose Tattoo. It also got Best Actor for Ernest Borgnine. And he beat out screen legends for Best Actor James Cagney, James Dean, Frank Sinatra, and Spencer Tracy.
Damn.
Wow.
Wow.
Those are some heavy hitters.
What was Frank Sinatra in?
Man with the Golden Arm.
Yeah.
Man with the Golden Arm. That's probably one of his best roles. Yeah.
Paul's got lots to say.
got
I can
the-
tell. His
No,
eyes.
He's chomping.
He was great.
It also got it for directing for Robert Mann and
Delbert man.
Delbert. Okay.
Delbert man.
Don't mess. Kate's our resident Italian and movie aficionado.
I promise
She-
it's Delbert.
Yeah, it is Delbert.
She knows these things.
It
You
is
don't mess
Delbert.
with Kate.
I don't know why I wrote Robert down. Okay. And screenplay by Patty Chayefsky.
Chayefsky.
Okay. So we know it was the screenplay was written, but it was originally done as a television play with Rod Steiger and Nancy Marchand playing the.
Who's Nancy
lead
Marchand?
roles.
Livia Soprano.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Is the Olivia
yeah.
Soprano?
Tony's mom.
Oh, interesting.
I still
Marty-
came across that.
So Marty became the first foreign in TV drama to win the Academy's Best Picture Oscar.
Wow.
And interestingly enough, they made the whole movie on a slim budget of $343,000,
Wow.
which is,
I believe it.
that's not much money at all.
Yeah, I believe that though.
Okay, so as I have done in the past, I'm going to read the back of the DVD box. I've been looking for a girl every Saturday night for my life, says Marty Politi,
Politi. I think
played
it
by
was
Ernest
Politi.
Borgnine.
Yeah.
Yet despite all his efforts, this 34-year-old Bronx butcher remains as shy and uncomfortable around women today as on the day he was born.
I got it.
So when he meets Clara, Betsy Blair, a lonely school teacher who's just as smitten with him as he is with her, Marty's on top of the world. But not everyone around him shares Marty's joy. And when his friends and family continually find fault with Clara, even Marty begins to question his newfound love, until he discovers in an extraordinary way the strength and courage to follow his heart. So, Nan,
No, Kate should go first on this one.
Kate.
Oh.
Yeah, because Paul has notes like
Paul
that
has
side of
notes.
that side of
Let's
there.
start with Paul.
No, sorry.
Yeah, I was
No,
gonna
sorry,
say it
Kate.
doesn't have to go.
Paul's got notes.
on.
Sorry,
Go ahead.
Kate. Sorry.
Kate, go.
Okay, well,
Put the mic closer to your mouth.
I like this movie like well enough. It is not up there in my favorites. One of the best things about it, and I don't mean this in a negative way, is that it is 88 minutes long. If it had gone any longer, the story would have devolved into something that I don't think any of us wanted to see.
Agreed.
I think like the fact that it takes place over a couple days is perfect. I think Ernest Borgnine and the woman that plays his love interest, I think
Betsy Blair.
Betsy Blair, I think they convey, what the story is about very well. I don't think it needed to go on any longer. It's I thought, the portrayal was good for both of them. What I really laughed about, and I've seen this movie like maybe once before, what really stuck with me, and maybe this is because I have, Italian in my blood here, and I know, so the mother, Catherine and the mother, and like these twittering Italian
Oh man.
aunts and the way they talk to each other, like I know those ladies.
Those are the best scenes, aren't
I
they?
definitely know those ladies.
Yeah.
And just the way they talked about their kids and the way they lived for their kids, and just like, I could absolutely relate to the old Italian ladies trying to like rule your life, but be like, well, it's your life to live, but they really are like telling you.
But
like,
you're bad.
yeah,
You're
but
dead.
But you're not very
Exactly
good at
what
this.
to
So I'm going to tell you what to do.
But what do I know?
But what do I know? And just the sentiment of like living for their kids, and you know the whole spiel from the aunt about like how as widows it's like the worst possible scenario, and you know they don't. The woman has a daughter-in-law who has like taken her place, and she is struggling with that. Like it's all I know these ladies, and that was entertaining. And like the whole idea that like at 34 he's over the hill and he's never gonna find anybody, so like he'll take care of me the rest of my life, and just all of that. It's like spot on.
And she's 29 and
she's
over
29
there.
and she's a spinster.
Yeah.
When I wasn't married at like 24, my like cousins and the aunts and uncles thought it was like, oh, she's a spinster now. I mean, I can absolutely relate, and it's that side of the family. It's like my mom. These were even people in my mom's generation, so.
They would be like Marty's, more like Marty's. Yeah, a little older than Marty, younger than Marty.
Younger than Marty, because they were born when this movie came out. So like my parents are Dan's age, and so it's like my mom's cousins and like those folks, they all got married like right out of high school, and like the fact that my mom left and went to college, she like left the small town, went to college, like left the family. All this is very relatable to me. So
well, if you remember in the movie, the Italian ladies say those college girls are just one step from the street.
One step from the street. One step from the street.
And that one step from being a streetwalker.
Yes, it did.
From being
I was dying
prostitute,
laughing because it truly my mom. It's different. Like she was from a small town, but it was an Italian family. And she was one of the few that like left the small town, went 3 hours away, went to college, stayed out of the small town, like didn't get married right out of school. They all thought she was like going to be this lost,
streetwalker.
Yeah, exactly. Basically, I mean,
working North Main Street in Dayton,
right.
Ohio.
And it's like, no, they're, it's a very narrow point of view that I can absolutely.
That would be the misogyny of the Italians.
Yes. So anyway, I enjoyed the movie. I think, like I said, it being somewhat on the short side helped it, because I didn't want to see them I didn't want to see how it continued. Like it was his realization that he'd met this great girl, despite everybody telling him for their own reasons, right? Their own motivations. They were encouraging him not to pursue this girl. He realized she was great and they got along, and he was gonna do, and I didn't really need to see anymore. So that's kind of
nice ending.
Yeah, it was a nice ending. Yeah. So there you go. Paul has notes.
Which is very uncommon.
Well, my notes are mostly quotes from the mom, portrayed by Esther Minciotti. I'm still torn about whether I like the movie, because if I were to do things I like and things I don't like, I mean, there's so much in the like column, and I think we can all agree with the Academy that Ernest Borgnine, was phenomenal. I mean, we saw some of that in From Here to Eternity when he had a small role as the the MP, the jailer. And,
totally different character.
That killed Frank Sinatra.
Completely different.
Evil to sweet.
Yeah. I mean, his acting was just amazing, in a way that I really haven't felt, in some of the other movies we've watched. I mean, even good performances. I really liked Ernest Borgnine here. I liked his friendship with his buddy Angie. I mean, that felt.
What are you gonna do? What are we doing tonight?
That was my favorite. Yeah.
What are we doing? I don't know. What do you want to do? What do you want to do?
Yeah.
In my research, played it in the TV version.
That guy did.
Angie did. Oh, okay.
Yeah. There you go.
This is.
Marty's following me, not only in the Pine Club, but doing research on the movie.
There you go.
So yeah, I like that scene. I mean, there's a scene in the Jungle Book, the original cartoon version, where the vultures are there, what do you want to do today? I don't know. What do you want to do? And so I mean, it kind of reminded me of that, and I just like that back and forth. As Kate was saying, the mom and the aunt, were awesome.
Bless you.
Bless you. The quote I have from the Ernest Borgnine's mother when she goes to visit her sister, and you know, she just starts talking about all the people who've died or you know whatever. And
That's relatable.
she's like, I like to visit you, Katerina, because you're always such cheerful, you know, news. And she's just like, all right. And then she breaks the news that, you know, she wants her to come live with her, which I thought she handled perfectly, you know, even though the daughter-in-law was like, just tell you're lonely. Like, she just came out, straight out said, like, no, you gotta leave, which is probably the right way of doing it. But she still made it sound like she was welcoming and, like, they're, you know, they're sisters, but they're still, like, you know, they're, you know, widowed and all that. And her...
Well, I will say this, like, my grandma and her sister Mary, they were best friends.
Yeah,
and I think that was, like, very relatable. These women are so close.
Yeah.
And that's the relationship.
And
she could just say like it was.
And I think that's a good point because the movie was so short that we have to infer that, right?
Yeah.
But it's completely believable.
Yeah.
But of course, her sister Katerina is like making a big deal, and she says, "Katerina, don't make an opera out of this," which I thought was kind of funny because they're Italian. And then later on in the movie, you know, she goes to move in with her, and you know, I think it's like everything worked out the way that they had set it down. I like the fact that most of the action takes place like in this one evening. I told you earlier, I don't know why I like that. Not because of the length of the movie, but I just like the fact that...
Well, yeah, they say like a lot of shows, that's a sign of like how you really should construct a show, is that it should be over a day.
Yeah.
And like that is the best, like, you know, when they're talking about playwrights, etc. Like the tightest and best shows are the ones that are like 1 to 2 days.
Which is funny when Dan read the DVD cover and they talk about like, the second part of that. That's all crammed in the final 20 minutes about like,
That's right.
So it's kind of weird the DVD plays that up when it's really like barely... is part of the movie. A couple other things I found interesting. Ernest Borgnine's character sitting up behind the butcher shop, and there's like the butcher and his wife. You know, they're hanging out. They're moving to California, which you know I'm extrapolating here, but I mean it's 1954, 55.
Right.
You know, people are predates the Brooklyn Dodgers and the Giants moving out to California, but not by much. Yeah. So there's this idea that you know California's a place to be.
Also, the supermarket discussion.
Oh, yeah,
I thought that was
yeah.
interesting.
Yeah, the competition at supermarkets. So it's probably a sign of the times. Dan, you mentioned from the backstory that this is originally a TV play, and then you know we do see TVs in both houses.
Yeah.
You know, I'm guessing part of that, but it's also showing that TV's becoming part of the culture. So, I mean, not to exaggerate too much here, but you know, we're seeing a kind of a turning point in some things. But all in all, I'm not positive. I'm not sure I like the movie.
What?
I don't know. Despite everything I said, I don't know.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
That's very Canadian of you.
Yeah.
Just sit on the fence.
Keeping his
Sit on the
options
fence.
open.
I see where the next
I know.
40-something weeks are
Good
going.
luck.
I mean, there is a theme of loneliness, right? I mean, you know, it's touched upon by the mom and her sister, you know, not heavily, but I mean, you know, it's touched
All the main
upon.
characters are dealing with loneliness. in
Yeah,
their
I
own
think
way.
so, yeah.
So,
Yeah. Even the married couple, right?
Yeah.
Like, they're lonely in their marriage because they are at complete odds.
Yeah.
They have the kid and
And as I've commented in other movies that we've watched, I'm still amazed at the fact that it's so late at night and like that's like normal. You know, they go out to
It's
this,
only midnight.
yeah, they go to the ballroom when it's like late, and then it's
Good
like
for them.
they're like, oh, it's early, it's only 11 o'clock.
good
and
for
then,
them because you know
yeah.
what? It was Saturday night and I went to bed at like 10 o'clock last
Right.
night. So
Yeah. He takes her, you know, home at 1 a.m. because the buses only run one an hour, but I mean, there's still activity.
And they got up and went to mass the next day.
Yeah.
yeah, they did, but it was 10 o'clock math.
And it's 10 and 11 o'clock mass.
I know,
Yeah.
right? Every hour, so they
Yeah.
can, you know, you can pick
The
the
aunt
time.
went to the early one. She went to the 8 o'clock,
Yeah.
but they went to the 10.
So why wouldn't you like it though? You said
I
all
don't
those
know,
great
I
things. What is it?
I don't know. I can't put my finger on it. It's I don't know. I just
Canadians have a hard time expressing their expressing.
I don't know,
I don't know. It's like I don't the scenes in the ballroom. I don't know. I mean, it just.
Well,
I can't put my finger on it.
the dude offering
$5.
$5 to
Give you a $5.
yeah to
Well,
like take his date with
Take the dog home.
Yeah,
So that's a good point,
it was
Dan.
that was yeah
They
that's
hit
like,
that
oh.
way more heavy. Even like when the four guys were like in
I
the
think that
living
was the
room.
point.
I know. Yeah.
That was the point.
he kept using, there's good tomatoes there, and then it was funny when his mom tried to like
To use the word
line,
tomato.
and he's like, "What?
That was cute.
Like, who you been talking to?" I don't know. Anyway, Marty.
Marty, tell us about Marty.
Marty, I enjoyed the movie. I like that it was a tight 90 minutes. So that is a nice thing that they should bring back to movies. Tight 90s are great. Focus story, tight 90. I like it. There are other things that this made me think of. There was a lot of parallels that you could draw to modern society, even going back in time. So certain things have always been the case. Like a 34-year-old man who's not married, we would now call those incels. And they would be living with their mother and everything else. That's what we would call it. That's what the internet would call it. That's what everybody would call it. They would fight and stuff like that. The parents are all yelling. The 29-year-old woman who's apparently a dog, which I did not see because I thought she was plenty attractive.
Yeah, I was going to bring that up.
She was very attractive. So it was like, well, I get why they were doing it, just to move along the story. And, you know, like many friends in male relationships, you don't want your friends to be going and doing stuff without you.
Yeah.
So I think that was more of it. And most men do neg each other like that. So there's parallels now to modern times. The interesting thing, though, is like he's saying, I don't want to go to this dance club place. Stardust. To the Stardust. That would be like nowadays people saying, I don't want to get on internet dating and so on and so forth. Yeah. It is interesting if you can make these parallels. And really what that shows me is these problems have always existed.
Yes.
They ain't going away. They're always going to be here. They're biblical. So now looking back from the 50s until now, there's certain things that there's not much you can do to change. I did think it was interesting that, you know, they did have a small scene about the war. He was talking about being a rifleman and having the bar and cross-eyed guy sit next to him. So that's also an interesting thing to draw from. The old ladies, I thought it was very entertaining that they were both in their 50s. And they were like, these people are so old.
Yeah.
50 is not the same as it was then. 50 now is not the same.
Specifically, the Aunt Katerina was 50, right?
56. She was 56.
I
was like, whoa.
Like, bullseye.
My life is over at
It
56.
that was a little
Tom Brady just retired. He's in his 40s. I mean, this is wild stuff.
Don't you have memories though of your grandparents like being so old when you were a kid, and then you get older yourself and you realize like, oh, my grandma, like when I was thinking she was ancient, was like 58.
Yeah, it's true.
Like she was like 60. You know?
And I don't know if that's a modern invention, but people look like they aged more back then than now.
I agree.
And that could be just be, you know, cigarettes and other things like that, living harder lives.
Cigarettes not helping.
Doing a lot more physical jobs and stuff like that. Because I believe both of their husbands had died. So if they were 10 years older than them, they would have been in their 60s. That's not even retirement age.
Yeah.
You can't even get on.
They did bump the husbands off pretty young.
But in 50 years, the life expectancy has dramatically changed from 1955 to 2025. 70 years. It's a much longer life, which is interesting too.
And then the last comment I have, besides the modern lens on it, is I like the butcher shop because I got to see what prices were back then and what prices are now.
Yeah.
So one of it was pork tenderloin for 54 cents a pound.
Yeah.
It's about $4 a pound now. So it's, I mean, that keeps track with inflation. We're doing pretty good on pork
when
production.
he was explaining like the cuts.
Yes.
To the lady. Like, you know, it was really cool. And it makes me miss the fact that, you know, we're stuck with the supermarkets and butchers like that. I would love to go to a butcher every week to get my meat.
I tell you what, it wouldn't have taken me 30 minutes to check out with the butcher. I did at Kroger today.
That's right.
Did you like the movie, Marty?
Yeah, it was it was good. I liked it. It was entertaining. It was a nice little love story. The daughter's relationship with her parents was kind of weird. One of the comments my father made watching it was, I'm glad none of you came into my bedroom and said this after a date. And I was like, we would never do that.
What did they say after the
The daughter came in and just started blabbering and talking, and the parents really didn't say much, and they just were laying in bed. It was weird. For a 29-year-old to do
Yeah.
that is a little like, come on.
After she comes home,
Yeah.
not Marty. After
Right.
she comes home,
I missed that. Do you remember that, Sam?
It was a scene.
and they're in
Yeah.
2 separate beds.
Of course.
Yeah,
Well, that was
I don't
because of the
remember
movie
I don't remember
code,
that
right?
either.
yeah, right.
That's the movie
I don't
code.
remember that scene. I think that must have only been in the DVD.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't remember the scene.
I don't remember.
No, it was in the DVD.
Oh, interesting. That's
Wow.
why you did the DVD.
No,
That's why
yeah.
you did the DVD.
There you go.
There was a scene with the daughter and her parents watching TV. That's
Yes. No, that's at the end.
That's later.
the end.
That's
Yeah.
and that's when she starts crying because she didn't get a call back.
He didn't
Yeah.
call her.
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, and that's the other thing. Like, you don't call the next day. That's a terrible etiquette. You're
That was
supposed to
part of the
wait.
point- That was part of
That's
the
the
point.
point.
They were like, she was like, he's like, I'm so hard up. Like,
Right.
I thought that was beautiful.
I don't know. You don't call after one
I know. I
day.
think that was true in 1955
well,
too.
he waited a month on the first person he called. That might have been too long.
Well, she
Yeah.
was.
Oh yeah, that was funny.
The other thing, he kept calling himself fat, and he wasn't fat. So I was like, what is this about?
He kept calling himself fat and ugly.
Yeah, I mean,
I know.
in modern days, that's
I
a
know.
skinny man. You go walk around. Unless you're in California and Ohio, that's a skinny guy.
Oh gosh.
Just funny.
The
Okay.
butcher is eating his own product.
Yeah, you got to make sure people know you sell good meat, so you got to eat it.
That's right. You don't trust a skinny butcher.
He was Italian. He was the son living at home with his widowed Italian mother. He was eating his feelings a lot.
For sure.
Yeah.
Tia.
Oh man.
Adding on to what Paul and Marty said, there were some very weird parts.
Yeah.
As somebody who's like 17,
Yeah.
I really liked it that it was short. That was very enjoyable. All movies should be that way. But the fact that he wasn't even that old. I mean, why was everybody so on to him to just get married and have kids?
For that era,
Yeah, for
he
that
was really
era.
old not to be married.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that was a little
Yeah.
difficult for me to understand. And
Yeah.
also, like, his mom was like, everybody else in the family's married. I mean, I don't understand why how does that explain the need for him to be married?
Procreating.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
it's like you will never have a son. Not a daughter.
Yeah.
You will never have a son.
Remember,
yeah.
she says that. To
She
him.
did. She did.
Yeah.
And like
Don't
even
you wanna
strangers at the butcher shop who have nothing to do
Yes.
with him are coming up to him and
Yeah.
oh, okay.
Italian neighborhood.
Italian
That's the
neighborhood.
Italian neighborhood
Because
part.
one woman said that she had talked to his mom,
Yeah.
right? And
They all lived in these tenements in New York,
In the-
in the Bronx.
yeah, they're in the Bronx.
They're in the Bronx,
Yeah.
and so everybody knows everybody's business.
I see.
Yeah.
Right. It's Italian. It's also Catholic.
It's Italian.
It's
Catholic.
very
It's
Catholic.
very, yeah.
Very
Okay.
Catholic. Because I will tell
Yeah.
you, I got questioned of when I was going to procreate with my wife
I
by
did,
my
right.
mother
Your mother was very.
frequently.
The Irish did this too.
Yes, it's not
That
just
is
the
correct.
Italians.
I never once asked.
Good job. Well, you're converts. Then.
Yeah.
you know, you're
Convert.
mad.
German convert.
You didn't think
Always
the Pope
good.
needed soldiers. Clearly, Mom thought the Crusades are coming back. We need to put more Catholics in there. Pope needs soldiers.
Go ahead, Tia. We're sorry.
You're fine. Well, yeah. So all of that was a little weird. The sisters had an interesting relationship. The mom and her sister, they were sort of like opposite in terms of their personalities. One was like more accepting than the other. That was kind of cool. I liked. There was a scene where there were two women at a bar. They were actually talking about like a lady who had too many kids and died. That was kind of interesting.
Oh, yeah.
That
And it
That was
It
hilarious.
was like, oh yeah. I mean, she died. They said, don't have this baby because you'll die.
You'll die.
Healthy baby, 9 pounds. Well, how's she doing? She's
died.
dead.
yeah, that was funny.
Yeah.
So I enjoyed that, but
Also of the times.
yeah, it didn't feel relatable to me at all.
Yeah.
And the story just like it was very predictable. I think that sort of is what would like hold me back from saying that it's a really good movie. It was all right. But it was good. Yeah, it was a short one. I enjoyed it. And I'm excited. I saw a little bit of next week's movie. And it looks fun. There's like music and dance, and it's in color, which I'm very excited
Do we
about.
have
Finally,
any more non-color movies left? Yeah.
Schindler's List.
Well,
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
right.
way-
Okay.
Way in the future.
Yeah.
Well, you're the artist.
The artist.
Okay.
We have a handful
But we're
left.
kind of in the era now where they're all going to be in color.
Technicolor, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah,
that
not
was-
just color, technical.
Technical.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah.
Sammy.
Okay. Yeah, well, I thought it was kind of impressive that in 1955 they made a movie about mental health and loneliness.
Yeah.
I didn't expect
And
that.
it won these awards.
And it won, and it was a commercial and critical success. I don't think they had a lot of faith in it
Yeah.
when they made it, but it turned out.
A small budget and, actors who, maybe weren't matinee idols, right?
Yeah, so I did read that the Betsy Blair was not supposed to get that role. She had been blacklisted, but she was married.
Light goes on.
But she's married to Gene Kelly, and
So,
he
not a
threatened
dog.
not
Not
to
a
do
dog.
any more movies with the studio if she didn't
Good
get
for
that
Gene.
role. So that's
I mean,
what
he's
I
a dick
read.
to Debbie Reynolds,
Yeah.
but he did great things otherwise. Right?
That's
Yeah.
right.
They later divorced, but they were married.
At the
But-
time.
but
And
they
he
were
was
married, like,
standing up
15
for
years
her.
or
Yeah,
something.
there you
He's
go.
Yeah, he was standing up for her. Yeah, I had trouble buying her as a dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally not a dog.
Yeah. I could buy Ernest Borgnine as not
Yeah.
good looking, but yeah. I mean, they tried. They
He's
tried.
nice.
Like, they cut her hair and kind of
Yeah,
dressed.
They made her very pretty.
They made her very school marmish.
They
So
try to make all the
yeah.
characters look like normal-ish, right? I mean,
Yeah.
Burt Lancaster in the movie, right?
That's true.
Burt Lancaster's in this movie?
No, he's not. That's why.
Oh, I was like, what?
There's
No,
no
there's
Burt.
no Burt
No.
Lancaster.
They're all like.
Yes, there is.
There's like normal people.
The blonde
It,
who's
if
married was a
if
Oh.
you bought and watched it on the DVD,
I did not.
Burt Lancaster,
Oh, he
Producer.
produced.
Oh yeah.
He's
yeah,
a
yeah.
producer,
His
yeah.
production
It was his
company.
production company.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and on the trailer that was shown in the theaters,
Oh yeah. He,
Burt Lancaster comes out and says, "I'm not in this movie, but you've got to see it."
yeah.
So,
Because they had to have his chest.
so Burt kind of
Interesting.
Yeah,
Into
well,
it,
but
yeah.
as Sam said, they didn't think the movie was going to do very well.
Yeah.
In fact,
Yeah.
and then it started winning, all these accolades, and they're like, oh, well, maybe we have a hit here.
Yeah, according to my research,
Here,
the
move that.
television show was so successful that they quickly made this one. It had such high ratings for television at the
Yeah.
time
We gotta, like,
that they quickly turned it
capitalize.
into a movie.
Ah,
That's according to my research, and it was on the internet, so who knows if it's true or not. But I don't think
Completely true.
the Russian bots really care about a movie from the 50s called Marty. So it's probably more accurate.
Anybody for
PBR.
another ice cold PBR?
PBR. Do we have any salt?
Yeah.
And we're having PBR because that was the beer that was featured at the bar. They had a neon
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what
PB.
sign,
Yeah.
and then they had one on the inside. It was Pabst
Yeah.
Blue Ribbon, which is what I drank when I was in high school.
Oh, perfect.
3-2 beer.
Yeah.
That dates me.
Apparently, and I also read that Jerry Orbach, his first film appearance is he's in the ballroom.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
But you don't, he doesn't have a name or anything.
Yeah, yeah.
You just, I guess he's on camera. At
Give
some
one to
point,
Sam and I'll split it
briefly.
with Sam.
Yeah,
We'll have a couple more time.
I mean, what I did like about the ballroom, it did seem like a lot of folks there were of similar age. I mean, it wasn't like all these,
Yeah.
it wasn't like 20, year olds going there.
Yeah.
So clearly it wasn't just, main characters trying to, meet up with people.
Yeah, and I thought the main character's real problem was confidence. Really, like he's so underconfident that he questions whether he should even go out with her again. Like he lets his
lets
friends
all
and
of his
his
past
mother
experiences
like beat him down. Yeah.
Sam never
That
had
can
this
happen.
problem.
Now, I will say that most of my experience with my friends who've had problems with ladies, it always comes down to confidence.
Yeah.
It's like 90% of it is confidence.
Yeah.
Sam showed his confidence in the parking lot of Roosters on North Main.
You got that right.
Sam went for the older woman.
Sam put that
was
welcome
a
mat out for
spinster.
Dan. There you go.
That's right. She was 25,
As a spinster.
way past her childbearing years.
So when my parents got married, my mom was 22, and my parents were working for the U.S.
Be
government.
careful with that, Marty.
And my parents met and married in Pakistan, and in the Catholic Church there, when they filled out the marriage certificate, I forget the term, but it's like status or whatever. My dad says bachelor, my mom says spinster, and she's 22.
Yeah.
And so
It's crazy.
I noticed that recently because of the Canadian citizenship thing. And I texted my mom and I said, "Wow, you're listed as a spinster." And my mom, who doesn't swear or anything, and this is not swearing, but it's about as close as she comes, she goes, "Yeah, I was pretty pissed off about that." I was like, "Whoa!" I mean, those are heavy words for my mom. Yeah, at 22, she's labeled as a
22
spinster.
spinster.
Yeah.
Grief.
Yeah.
Well, good movie. I enjoyed it. Not top 5, but not bad.
Yeah.
Nan Whaley.
I liked this movie and its honesty around loneliness. I thought the conversations they had about how they wanted to kill themselves, I thought was pretty brave and hard. And
I didn't expect that in
Yeah.
1955.
and of course, they had to
Yeah.
say it was a sin even thinking about it because the Catholics.
He did make sure to preface.
But I thought that was like really honest, and I think the other thing I came away in the movie that Marty, I really like your framing about thinking about it now, and like how 70 years later dating, there's still like these constructs of dating and heterosexual relationships that's the same. I thought, you're in this big city, you're surrounded by your family. That construct is such a pressure on this couple, these two individuals, that they fit into the construct fine, but they don't quite perfectly fit in, and it nearly makes them like with debilitating depression, right, of loneliness and suicidal thoughts. And I just think that's like a really powerful thought about like how the confines of society can do that to people, right? And like then so then to Marty's point, like we're 70 years later, like you hope that because society has gotten wider, that there are other options, that there's less of that. There's still people that feel that way, but they can be awakened to like, you don't have to live that way, right? They're happy because they find a way to live that way, right? They find two people, they like each other, all right. Like, it wasn't like, you called a love story. They were just excited that there was somebody that was going to talk to them. I mean,
they were excited about a second date.
a second date. Yeah. And so that, like, I just felt like, I thought that I really enjoyed the movie in that like bravery of thinking about loneliness and talking about loneliness, and, it didn't go so far as question it. But I thought that was really honest and brave. I thought Ernest Borgnine was excellent, just excellent in this movie. Mm-hmm. And yes, he is a dog. Like, he is not an attractive man. No. I think they had to say that she was a dog over and over again for us to like understand that she was supposed to not be attractive. I think that's why.
Opposite, right? I mean,
right, and so.
Yeah, she was the female version of
but she was a little too pretty for the position. I agree, and.
Not many actresses around.
No, there's not.
Good looking. Right?
Yeah, so I thought that's why I think they had to do that. But that's what I thought was like pretty brave about this movie. I like, to Sam's point, I liked them thinking about that, and they didn't make it so dark that it wasn't watchable. Right? Like, I think if we would do this movie today, like, one of them would kill themselves, and then it'd be really sad. So I thought there was still, like, hope in this, but they still had to fit into the social construct of being an Italian Catholic. And, the whole thing, well, is she Italian? Well, she's Catholic.
Not good enough.
No,
we don't know if she's Catholic.
It's really not. It's really not.
The other scene we haven't talked about, because we've talked about, this movie was short, so we've talked about every scene just about, but the one scene where the sisters are talking about, he's going to make you want to move out of this house, The next thing you know, he's going to move out of this house.
Oh, that's the best part.
And
Sell this place, Mom.
Yeah, and then he comes right in, and they just say nothing. I thought that was
So
hilarious.
it really kind of redeems that one sister, because all we see is the negativity. But
Yeah,
then
she's like, I'm right.
The wise one.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
The other scene that they threw in there, I mean, they really compacted a lot, where, what's her, I can't remember what her name is, but she talks about having this other job, and like, you know, it implies that might mean she has to move out of the area, and they don't dwell on it.
No.
You could see like in a longer movie or whatever, like that would come up more. But it's a real, like, you know, to Marty's point about like, you know, current days, it's a real life issue. If somebody's gonna like move away, then what happens? There's
Right.
no second date.
Well, yeah, and also I'm back on the loneliness piece too. So these two, Clara, and what's his name?
Marty.
Marty. Oh yeah, God. Marty.
Have another glass of wine, man.
Yeah, Marty.
She's
Clara.
very busy.
Clara and Marty. I mean, looking at his cousin, and like that life seems
yeah.
terrible.
I
Like,
hate to bring you to this thing.
Oh, yeah.
I understand that fight so much.
Well,
You guys do not have little kids.
Seriously?
I totally understood it. That had more to do with that child than anything else.
my God, that's awful.
I think that was so skillfully done to like have all this in such a tight 88, 90 minutes. The portrayal of the cousin and his wife. Yeah, it's like, it is so important, I think, for the story, because it's another example of like, because the guy's telling him, Marty, you don't want this. Like, what do you don't want
I agree with him
He was
watching
just
this.
up with
And,
the
like,
kid. He was
there's
just
all
saying
that
things.
pressure. It's like there's pressure to couple up there, and then there's this pressure
To procreate, yeah.
But then there's this pressure to like from his friends and from his cousin to be like, you know, play the field. You don't want this. Go, like, you know, the guy that tries to pull him away from the date.
Angie.
You know.
No, that wasn't
no,
Angie. That was his other
that was
Ralph.
Ralph.
Yeah,
From the
Ralph,
bar.
right? The nurse
Ralph
that's a
tries
fireworks.
to set him up with the third nurse that, you know, is
Yeah.
gonna put
Money in the
out
bank.
money in the bank. You know, she's gonna hook up with him, and like you know, he's fighting these opposing forces the whole movie, right? And he's stuck in the middle. And like, to your point, Nan, about like things have moved on to some extent, but some of this is the same. This world is built for couples.
Yeah.
And like, as a single woman, it is really hard sometimes, because this world is definitely catering to couples.
Yeah, that's true.
And it's, yeah, so it's like, to long for that, I can totally relate.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I mean, he even
Good
talked
point.
about that at the end. He was like, "I got a date to New Year's Eve. What do
Yeah.
you got there, buddy?"
Exactly. I love that moment when he just is like, oh my God, you people are, you know,
Goofy.
Yeah, you dumb idiots. Like,
Yeah, it is a nice Owen.
like, this is a good thing I've got.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well said.
Yeah, the scene with Ralph was pretty good because they set organized Marty's character up enough that you knew he wasn't going to say yes. Like, you knew he was going to, but it was still an important scene just to, you know, show the contrast between what he really wants and then this, like, you know, one night thing.
Yeah, no, that's true. I liked it. I think this has been like the biggest conversation we've had in a movie in a long time.
There's a lot to talk about here, and Dan hasn't even like
Said he
given
loved
his
it.
word.
Yeah, he hasn't even said he loved it yet.
Well,
He's been very silent. In
Well,
this
it's
discussion.
always 1 against 6. So now, Dan, tell us why you didn't like it.
Oh, good.
And you know, it's funny. He's gonna actually say, "I hated this movie."
I think it was worse than Hamlet.
I know you don't believe that.
Okay, well, I watched it with my son Marty on Thursday night. And Marty, I took notes as I was watching this, and Marty commented that in the movie, there's a Frank, a Virginia, and a Marty.
We almost had all 6 of us in there. There
Yeah.
wasn't a Dan, an Edmund, or a Lillian.
Yeah, but there was a Frank, a Virginia, and a Marty.
And those names came up in the like first 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Another thing, somebody mentioned Jerry Orbach. One of the other guys, he wasn't listed
Oh,
as
Jerry Paris.
he was the sergeant in Gomer Pyle, United States Marine Corps. The guy that says it's money in the bank.
Oh, that guy.
He's the sergeant in Gomer Pyle, USMC,
Oh.
which was a hit comedy TV show when I was young. Okay, some of the things that I wrote down was he had a job at 40 cents an hour because he had 3 and he couldn't use GI Bill because he had 3 unmarried sisters in the house
He had to provide.
that he had to provide for.
Yeah, he had to sit
Yeah.
and
And
provide.
I think that's interesting because I have a lot of Greek friends, and in the Greek culture, it's the same thing. The oldest son couldn't get married until all the sisters were married.
Yeah.
So I have some really good Greek friends who they never got married because one of their sisters never got married. So I thought that was interesting.
Oh, I should research this. I don't.
Yeah.
So my grandma was one of 9, and there were 4 girls, and my Uncle Mike was the oldest, and I wonder if he got married after everybody. I wonder what
That's
order,
interesting,
because
yeah.
he would have probably gotten married before at least 2 of the sisters, but I don't know if he got married after.
Interesting.
Well, I wonder if it's because his
yeah.
dad died in this movie.
Yeah,
'Cause his dad died in
it's the dad-
36.
It's the dad dying.
And then he had to go, and then he went to the war, and then he had to come back and
Yeah.
provide for
well,
the
and
little.
it's the
That's
same
true.
thing with the Greek guy I know. The
father
father
died.
was dead, yeah.
I see.
But he could not marry until all the sisters got married. And Bill and Rita, they had 5 girls, but they were hot Irish Catholics. Not the,
We
Flying
broke
off-
all the rules.
Flying off the shelf.
even though Billy Joel saying Catholic girls start much too late. Come out, Virginia, come out, Catholic
Yeah,
girls
that's
start
right.
much too late. Okay, and then, and she does teach chemistry at Benjamin Franklin High School.
Yeah.
I saw that, yeah.
So that could have been you, Dan Whaley.
Could have
being a
been me.
Chemistry teacher. There hadn't been that fateful night in Rooster's parking
I
lot.
know, thank God for that.
Oh, that's what it was.
Oh, and then they also had pie. So I do have a bunch of pie in the refrigerator for dessert.
Oh yeah.
I did write down the college girls are one step from the street, which they said 3 or 4 times during the
Oh
movie.
my
I thought
God.
that was very
Oh
good.
I
yeah,
know.
I was planning to say
Uh,
that,
I know.
but it was brought up.
Oh, and they do drink Coke,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Pabst and a Coke. And then I thought the other thing, after Mass, when he was with the losers, I called him the losers,
Yeah.
Oh.
the one that was talking about Mickey Spillane.
Yeah.
He sure knows how to write. He smacks them dames around.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Ridiculous.
Mickey Spillane. But he was a big writer back then,
Mhm.
so that was very topical. I mean, yeah.
CBR is making.
And they
me
were
go.
and they wanted to go down to 72nd Street. That was where it was all going to start. But they lived on 187th Street. There you go. So
Was there a director's cut or something in the DVD
no?
this time?
This DVD just had the trailer where I found out about Burt Lancaster. Yeah, they didn't. So I didn't watch it twice. But I really liked it. I thought it was a very sweet movie. One of my friends, who's a faithful listener, texted me that she would have liked to known the end of the story. So I wrote the end of the story, but I won't tell you guys because I don't want to ruin it.
It's murder.
And
Marty
to the
Part
Pine
Two.
Club.
Marty.
So anyhow, I did,
Oh, boy.
I did text the person back with how the story ended.
But you're not going to share it with us?
Well, I will if you want me to.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Tell
Okay.
us.
They get married. He buys the butcher shop. They have 4 kids, 2 sons, 2 daughters. They have 8 grandchildren and 3 great-grandchildren. They're married for 52 years. I shouldn't have done this.
It's great.
Yeah.
I love it.
I know this is great.
And then they die within 2 days of each other. So
Oh.
they have a joint funeral. And now they're on their trip through eternity.
That's a beautiful. That's beautiful.
No murder? Where's the action? Where's the set pieces?
They didn't go to the Pine Club.
That was beautiful.
So that's how I ended the story.
And he organized
That's
all
so
the other
nice.
independent grocers and all that to.
To have his butcher shop be connected on all the.
IGA, Independent Grocers Association.
there you go.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
That's good.
So that's how I ended.
I like it.
That's
Oh, I
nice.
think that's right.
Good.
It's good.
Okay. So anyhow, I liked the movie. This was only the second time I've ever watched it. I did see it before because I knew that line. What do you want to do, Marty? I don't know.
Yeah.
What do you want to do?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, that scene where he hits the bus stop
Yeah.
sign is
Yeah,
pretty
I've seen it,
famous. Yeah.
And you know, when from Here Eternity, where he was an absolute evil, sadistic person,
So terrible.
to
yeah.
this, where he was up against some heavy duty actors for best
Yeah.
actor, to McHale's Navy. I mean, he was McHale on McHale's Navy.
Got some range.
Yeah, he definitely's got some range.
He's a hell of an
So
actor.
I thought it was a very good movie. Yeah. So anyhow, final thoughts, Nan?
Are we ending the show?
Yeah.
Oh well, I'm excited for next week. Now keep in mind, next week is Friday.
Right.
We're gonna go on Friday, and we have a special guest cook on Friday, and that is Dia is going to be cooking Indian food,
Big feast.
and she has a whole litany of special guests that are coming. Right, Dia? So you can share.
Who are
You
the
can
special
share.
guests?
Pass the mic to her, Marty.
It's Jason and Andrew.
Oh, did you invite Mr. and Mrs. Roget? They can't make it?
No, they cannot. They're on a beach somewhere.
Oh, that's nice. Okay, so Jason and Ann Charles will be joining us Friday night.
I got Dia an Indian cookbook. I
Yeah,
don't know
he
if you knew
did.
that.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I got
Nice.
an Indian cookbook to give her some ideas.
So that's exciting, and we're going to see around the world in 80 days. That's why Dia will be cooking. But we have.
Did you need ideas?
But I appreciate the thought.
You need help, remember.
Yeah.
You have lots of kitchens.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
lots of people
And we're
willing
off
to,
Friday.
like, we can chop.
Yeah, Juneteenth is a holiday.
Yeah,
Friday's a holiday
holiday,
anyway,
so we get
so
the
we got a whole
whole
day.
day.
Okay.
And if
Okay.
it goes wrong, just call Eddie and we can DoorDash from an Indian restaurant.
All right.
So we're set to
come
go.
on.
So I'm excited about that. So we're having an early showing, and we'll discuss when we post it, if we post it on Saturday or Monday, but we can discuss that. But we'll be eating on Juneteenth around the world in 80 days. So everybody watch the show. Got a little shorter period of time here.
It's a long movie.
Yeah, it's not 88 minutes.
Make a brick oven to make naan.
No, thank you.
Yes, I want Marty to make a break out.
Sam, we got a project.
And so, yeah, so I'm excited. I mean, I just put together that I only have to work 4 days this week, so that's really exciting. Yeah, I think those are my final thoughts for the week. So this was a nice conversation. I have to say, this conversation was one of the best I think we've had across the table.
That could be.
I
like, Dan, forgive me. I like that it was a little more organic.
Yes, I like the organicness
we
of it.
needed some back.
I liked it. Marty, you helped with that nicely, so Marty, always welcome.
I think it helped.
Because you are like very like
You're
focused
very
on the rounds.
limited On like this
You don't-
person starts and then the next person and then the next person.
And then you never tell us what you think until the very end.
Now we're getting
I'm
up
just
on
saying,
them.
I'm not, sorry.
But I did like
Dare I find you in contempt?
Oh,
If you need to
Where's
do
the gavel?
so.
I liked this conversation was a really hearty conversation for an 88-minute movie.
I don't know.
Now Dan's
It's
gonna
hard
go
to
to.
start. I never make notes, and so
I know. See,
often-
sometimes I need a break.
yeah,
I'm starting.
I often,
I like to click it
have to
over.
organize my thoughts as the conversation's going.
It's nice to
give it
yeah.
to me.
Now
It's
Dan's
fine.
gonna go to the retired judges thing and saying everything was
I
going
don't know.
quite nicely
Listeners,
until
let
the
us
end.
know. Let us know.
See, what you just really need a wild card to come in like me. A wild card.
You're welcome
anytime,
Anytime.
Shakes up this whole format.
Anytime, Martin.
Isn't he, Dan? Isn't he welcome anytime?
Yes.
I will be back for Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings.
It'll be,
The
it'll be
Return of
more
the
than a
King.
year.
I know for sure that one.
Sammy, do you have any closing?
Great fucking conversation.
That's it.
Yes.
Dia?
No.
Marty?
I'm glad I was not named after this, Marty. That's very nice for me.
Otherwise, you would have been a butcher.
I would have been a butcher. I like cutting meat and cooking
know,
meat.
you-
so-
You
Yeah,
smoke
you
meat for
actually-
fun.
Yeah, it was nice. He was cutting that, and I was like, that looks like a great profession. I should become a butcher.
Polly?
Nothing to add.
Nope. I'm good.
Okay, well, I did forget back on the May 31st broadcast to give a shout out to the next day, June 1st, which was Marilyn Monroe's 100th birthday.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
So
Wow.
this whole month on Turner Classic Movie, the official classic movie network of Dinner with Dan,
Dinner with Dan.
every Monday night they have
I love it.
Marilyn Monroe movies,
Oh, really?
which I've been watching, and it's interesting because
Is the birthday song with JFK in there?
I'm just joking.
Happy birthday, Mr. President.
that dress sold for $5 million,
Oh wow!
Wow.
and it was absolutely
I thought
sacrilegious
Joe DiMaggio destroyed
that,
it.
that Kim Kardashian put it on and changed
Poor
it to
Joe.
waddle up at the Met Gala.
Yeah.
That was just
Yeah.
outrageous
Yeah.
that they
can't
let
believe
that happen.
it.
Yeah.
I can't believe that.
But anyhow, in the movie Some Like It Hot, which is a great movie,
Such a great movie.
she is from Sandusky, Ohio.
That's right.
In
That's right.
Gentlemen Prefer Blondes, she's going to marry a guy whose dad lives in Dayton, Ohio.
Yes.
And in Girls of the Chorus, yeah, I think it's Girls of the Chorus,
I don't know.
she goes to Cleveland to marry a guy in Cleveland. So in 3 Marilyn Monroe movies, somebody that was around her
Ohio.
had a thing for Ohio. And Dayton, Ohio gets a shout out in Gentlemen Prefer Blondes,
Which is a very funny movie.
which is a great movie,
yeah,
yeah.
it's a good movie.
Nice.
So tomorrow on the Turner Classic Movies, there's going to be 3 more Marilyn Monroe movies.
So that's what you're watching when you're not watching these movies and not Naked and Afraid.
I've been watching Naked and Afraid, the global showdown between 3 teams from America and Texas, which I don't count as America,
What?
Mexico and Brazil. and
Wow. Let those Looney Tunes secede.
it's legends. These guys are all
The
legends.
Legends.
And it's really, really good. And I am concerned now with Skydance taking over
Yeah.
Paramount, taking over CNN, HBO, and Discovery. If they do away with Naked and Afraid and John Oliver,
Torches and
And-
pitchforks.
House of the Dragon, I'm gonna have some problems.
Well, Danny,
Will
I'm
you
binge.
cancel your cable? Or is that like your flip phone, Steve? He's not gonna have that big of a problem.
He's unwilling to comment.
The streaming can't make up for it.
Danny, I am binge watching right now this show called Off Campus, which is a bunch of 20-somethings again, but they have a lot
of
of.
Summary Term.
Yeah, somebody told me like, hey, you know your obsession with Some Right Turn Pretty, check out Off Campus. But Off Campus is they have a lot more sex in Off Campus. Even Sam will watch some of it because there's a lot of
TNA.
women with no
Yes.
shirts on.
Yes.
Yeah, TNA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't hear what you said. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So that is what I've been binge watching. There's 8 episodes. It's on Amazon Prime. There's a hockey player. He's straight, unlike Heated Rivalry, and that's what I've been binging. What?
Oh,
There
yeah,
you go.
okay.
I just wanted to share that.
Okay. Yeah.
Like,
So, any other thoughts?
Like tons of movies.
Uh,
I know.
I've got Around the World in 80 Days. I'm going to look for my book that my mom bought at the theater when it was first run. You know, they used to sell souvenir books.
Mm-hmm.
And somewhere in this house, I have the book that she bought for Around the World in 80 Days. And I also got the book she bought for Ben-Hur. You know, they
Oh,
have picture
exciting.
books.
It's
that-
somewhere.
yeah.
It's somewhere in this house.
It's somewhere in this house.
Oh, so I want to suggest a new drinking game for the members of the Dinner with Dan podcast.
Nice. I like it.
Anytime Dan mentions something that he has in this house but cannot find,
Drink.
we have to drink.
Everybody drink.
And we will be falling down drunk at the end of every broadcast.
Cheers.
Salute.
Time for me to start a tally.
All right.
Awesome. Well done.
Oh, good
All right, we got two of them in.
37 weeks, and now we're coming over
Put me
drinking
down
rolls.
for
Excellent.
$5.
Yeah, right.
What a great! This was a great one.
Oh man,
We
great
had a break last
podcast.
week, and we were all anxious to get back.
This was great.
When Dan mentioned he's so much older than us and has that
Oh yeah, that's a
When
secondary
73 you
Oh,
are.
that's another.
drinking.
That's another part of it. Yeah.
Okay, so what are we gonna drink, Sam?
What?
Whatever's in front
Some
of
of
you.
your-
Whatever's in front of us.
You never cracked open.
Whatever's in
some
front of
your
us.
Snooty bourbon that you have doesn't matter.
You never cracked
Well,
open your.
If that's what's in front of us, that's what it'll be.
Okay. So anyhow, before this gets any deeper in depth, I've got pie in the refrigerator,
Yay.
a bunch of different, and we're looking forward to short week Friday. I can't wait for this great meal that Dia's going to cook
Oh,
for
it's
us.
gonna be awesome.
It's going to be absolutely awesome. And so Godspeed and fair winds until we meet again.